Religion in Metaverse, pilgrimage from your own home. One thing is certain, digital technology is increasingly infiltrating certain religious practices. Because of the pandemic, many religious people have turned to social media and even the metaverse to share their faith with other believers. So let's dive into the video to know how the metaverse is involved and evolving everything. Make sure to subscribe to Metagate for more. Here we begin. Faith-based virtual reality spaces allow users to pilgrimage and explore some of the holiest cities in the metaverse and experience rituals, prayer, and worship. For example, Ehab Faray, the chief executive of the digital agency, created some of Islam's most sacred sites, including Mecca, in a metaverse called Experience Mecca in 2015. The most recent version is accessible via Google Cardboard, a low-cost cardboard attachment that converts smartphones into virtual reality viewers. The Holy City, also invented in 2015, allows pilgrims to follow Orthodox clerics as they emerge from the Church of the Holy Sepulchre in the Holy Fire ceremony, tuck a prayer note in the crack at the Western Wall, or walk the footsteps of thousands of Ramadan worshippers in Al-Aqsa Mosque. We believe that virtual reality is the new internet, the new way for people to teleport themselves and go and travel and explore, said Nimran Shani, producer and director of the Holy City Experience. Academia believes in the vision of the industry of the 360-degree holy experience. At some point, religion engages both your mind and your body, William Green, professor of religious studies at the University of Miami, said. That is impossible in 2 dimensions, but it is possible in the metaverse. Green plans to bring VR headsets into the classroom. During a course called Religion in Sacred Spaces in the Era of Virtual Reality and Artificial Intelligence, students at the University of Miami walked through the Haitian voodoo ceremony, a Hindu funeral rite, and a Christian baptism through the metaverse this spring. Visiting Mecca virtually. The Vatican is not the only religious institution embracing new technologies to reach a larger audience. For example, Saudi officials recently created a program that allows Muslims to visit Mecca virtually. Pilgrims wearing VR headsets can interact with the avatars of other worshippers while visiting the Kaaba, the holiest shrine in Saudi city's Great Mosque complex. However, Turkey's Religious Affairs Directorate, Diyanet, is skeptical of this virtual pilgrimage to Mecca in the multiverse. According to the organization, believers must still travel physically to the Saudi city to perform the Hajj, or pilgrimage, which is one of Islam's 5 pillars. One thing is certain, digital technology is increasingly infiltrating certain religious practices. Because of the pandemic, many religious people have turned to social media and even the metaverse to share their faith with other believers. For example, Pastor DJ Soto halted virtual church services on the AltSpace VR, VR Chat, and Twitch platforms for the past 6 years. Initially, only a few people came to his weekly sermons. However, Fortune magazine said 200 worshippers have since joined DJ Soto's congregation. Since the outbreak, Reverend Jeremy Nickel is seeing similar enthusiasm for his meditation sessions he's hosted on the Evo VR platform. You only need a virtual reality headset to participate as an avatar. One of the reasons we become so popular is you not only get the meditation you need, but you also get the community. We also have strong bonds, hundreds of people from all over the world who know each other and wonder, is your dog okay? How's your wife doing? Said Reverend Jeremy Nickel. They behaved exactly as they would in real life. All without ever leaving home. Worshippers, tourists, and visitors from all over the world are increasingly participating in virtual reality religious activities and pilgrimages to some of the most sacred sites on the planet. Such encounters are among the many evolving spaces in the metaverse, an immersive virtual world in which people connect through avatars that has grown in popularity during the pandemic. Participants get a sense of the different rituals, culture, architecture, and the world without having to spend tons of money on travel and contribute to global carbon emissions, according to Shanit. Shanit began capturing videos and photos of Christian, Islamic, and Jewish religious festivals and holy sites in his native Jerusalem in 2015, using a 360-degree camera, a LiDAR scanner, and his training as a photojournalist. He then digitally combined the footage and images to create a virtually immersive experience. Virtual pilgrims can watch Orthodox clerics emerge from the Church of the Holy Sepulchre during the Holy Fire ceremony, with candles lit by a fire that the faithful interpret as a divine message. They will also hear bells ringing and chants in multiple languages of the Lord is risen. They can tuck a prayer note into a crack in the Western Wall or follow in the footsteps of thousands of Ramadan worshippers at the Al-Aqsa Mosque. Developers scanned the holy sites in a large physical model made in the 19th century that is on loan at the city's Tower of David Museum to accurately render Jerusalem's details in virtual space. Hovering over this digital model brings up full-scale scans of the city, including the Cathedral of St. James and the Church of the Holy Sepulchre, the Western Wall, the Dome of the Rock, and the Al-Aqsa Mosque. Shanit, who is Jewish, and his two partners, one Muslim and one Christian, hope the Holy City will promote interfaith dialogue and understanding. Many Americans, religiously affiliated, some not, are increasingly communicating spiritually through virtual reality. For example, people worldwide can now experience Hindu, Buddhist, and other religious sites through 360-degree videos, virtual maps, and 3D temples. Users can circle the Kaaba building in 3D, meet prayer pilgrims descending in white terry cloth garments, learn about rituals, and experience other several landmarks. Mount Arafat, a nearby desert hill where the Prophet Muhammad delivered his final sermon nearly 1400 years ago, is one of them. According to Ehab Faray, chief executive of the digital agency Be Social, which created Experience Makkah, the immersive VR experience was launched in 2015 but gained popularity when it was uploaded in 2020. Because of restrictions to prevent the spread of the coronavirus, the Hajj pilgrimage, which drew around 2.5 million people a year earlier, was limited to as few as 1,000 people who already lived in Saudi Arabia during that first pandemic year. We had over 20,000 users from the Middle East and the rest of the world in less than a month, said Faray, whose company is based in Cairo. Faray describes Experience Makkah as a digital good deed with a special emphasis on young people. The most recent version is accessible via Google Cardboard, a low-cost cardboard attachment that converts smartphones into virtual reality viewers. There is a young generation glued to their phones, and I want to reach out to them and introduce Islam through technology. Faray has stated that he is presently surprised by the positive response he has received from people all over the world. However, he cautioned that he is not attempting to replace the Hajj, one of Islam's 5 pillars. The intention was to give you a sense of what you'll experience on the ground, he explained, but it is not a substitute for the experience. The Sistine Chapel reopened to the public in early 2021 after being closed due to the pandemic the previous November. Even though in-person access was restricted, Michelangelo's breathtaking frescoes could be viewed via a virtual tour on the Vatican's website. The 360-degree panoramic projections of the basilicas and papal chapels are part of a collaboration between Vatican and Villanova University computer science students who are traveling to Rome as interns. It's a fantastic opportunity for our students to get involved with the church, with religious experiences, because our computer science majors are working alongside Vatican developers to create these experiences, said Frank Klasner, a Villanova computer science professor. He oversees the project along with the Holy See. And dare I say, the Vatican is getting to know the next generation of churchgoers and of pilgrims, he added. What do you think? Let us know in the comments down below. Make sure to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell notification icon to never miss an upload. Thanks for watching. Take care.